Hi, I'm Bianca. I'm head of DevRel at Chronicle. The team of Chronicle is the team behind the first Oracle on Ethereum. Back in 2017, part of Maker. In 2023, spun out of Maker, and now we're serving Maker and the rest of the projects across the rest of the Web3 ecosystem. I'm also the founder of DevRel Uni, where we teach people how to get into developer relations and how to work into such a field and build connections with other individuals in the space. In terms of my background, I used to work in Web2. I used to be a solutions architect in a big corporation. Then in 2017, I discovered Web3. I knew since then that I want to go in that direction, but it took me until my very first endeavor to actually make the move and go full-time in Web3. As a DevRel, I enjoy hackathons a lot, and I've been involved in hackathons in different forms. I've been a participant, I've been a hackathon organizer, I've been a judge, I've been a mentor, so I kind of seen 360 degrees, if you want, how a hackathon evolves, how to bring builders together. And I believe when it comes to hackathons, a lot of the time people, it's important to kind of set your expectations, both as a builder, but also as a organizer when we're talking about hackathons, because I think there are different types of wins, if you want, when it comes to a hackathon. From the builder side, you might go connect with people in the space. You might go to evaluate if Web3 is for you. You might go with an idea and you want to maybe find a co-founder. You might go just to explore with the new tech. There are like really various reasons for a builder to explore this. But this also applies from the point of view or the organizers or different projects and partners who are contributing to a hackathon. And it's important for those to kind of have a clear understanding why they're doing it. For example, you might want to evaluate how builders are interacting with a new product or your technology. You might want to get your documentation tested. You might want people to be aware about your stack. You might want people to experiment with it and build new things. So I think all these sort of activities can be great outcomes for a hackathon. When it comes to winning at the hackathon, I think, again, it's important to identify like what's your goal for the hackathon. For me, for example, the experience itself can be winning. Making a new friend at the hackathon, that can be winning. You can have that friend for life. Getting recognized by someone from a protocol you really enjoy, that's also winning. So are different definitions, if you want, of winning beyond like the classical, I won the bounty or I won the hackathon. Maybe other tips, if you want, when you approach as a builder the hackathon, I think it's important to realize that a successful project and the successful ideas needs a diverse skill set. So I've seen quite a lot people focusing a lot on the technology, which is great. You want to have that as polished as possible, but at the same time, you need to recognize the constraints of the hackathon. And you need to be aware that the presentation itself and the explanation of why what you're building is important are equally relevant, sometimes even essentials for your project to get the proper recognition. In terms of pitfalls, I've seen at hackathons, maybe one very common one is teams going at the hackathon, getting excited, seeing like the different tracks, the different sponsors, and then like trying to bundle as many as possible into one project. Sometimes you can naturally connect more than a few sponsors, a few projects together, and it makes sense. But other times I feel people are kind of pushing that artificially, and at the end you might not get the the best results. So I would advise against that. I would rather, if I were a hacker, I would advise people to kind of focus on one to maximum free sponsors, free projects that they are passionate about, and to kind of go deeply into those to really try to understand what those projects are doing, how to best connect them with each other, to go to the booths and try to speak with the people from those projects and to get a better understanding and support from their team and see what are the opportunities even after the hackathons, because a lot of the times those projects will be open to support you post hackathons to kind of ship your idea further. So I would really optimize for, rather going deeper with more limited number of projects rather than trying to take every possible sponsor from the event. In terms of team formation, probably I would say it makes sense to start before the hackathons, and there are a lot of opportunities to do that. It can be in your circle, but also if you're new and you don't know people to team up with, you can also approach. A lot of these hackathons are having different chats where you can introduce yourself. Sometimes they're offering speed dating or whatever that might be called, where like hackers can come and connect with each other. So there is really a lot of opportunities for you to connect with other builders and to identify who might be a good teammate. One advice probably would be to share with others both the technologies that you're comfortable enough and your skill set, and to also be open with other people with other skill sets than you, and to kind of optimize to complement each other with your talents. Probably the top advice I would give to a young engineer who wants to enter the space would be to be curious, both curious when it comes to meet new people, experiment with tools, experiment with different technologies, and to be open to share your work. I think engineers a lot of the time are a bit introvert, and sometimes they don't share as much as they could what they're working on, what are their passions. But when you put yourself out there, a lot of opportunities are coming your way. So yeah, be curious and be open. Probably my biggest learning since I entered the space and since I've been doing developer relations is to be comfortable with context switching, especially for a role such as developer relations. You need to be able to do a lot of things. One activity, you might do something with the engineers, then you're switching on the marketing side, and you have like some feedback on the product side. So you need to be comfortable doing different roles and helping different teams. I think if you're a non-technical person and you're looking to connect with someone technical, maybe to build a project, it's important to present your skills, because at the end of the day, if you're looking at any project out there, that the technical part, it's essential and important, but it's not enough. The product won't sell itself. The product won't have support by itself. So you need the different sort of people with different skills to help you ship the product, go to market, find support, find investors. So I think there is value in having a team which has different skills, different backgrounds. I think the role of a mentor when it comes to hackathon, it's kind of twofold. On one hand, it's important that the mentor is there, cheers the builders, helps them connect with different opportunities, different people relevant that could helps them unblock them when builders get stuck. But also, I think the mentor, it's important to kind of connect different people who are at the hackathon and help them find ideas, find people to work with. So I think both of these are needed equally. I think speaking with the sponsors and going to the booths and speaking with the representatives when it comes to hackathons is very important. And I can give you a very practical examples. A lot of the times we had, so we work with oracles, and a lot of the times we have builders coming to us, showcasing us the projects and giving us an overview on what they're trying to build and how they want to integrate. And for example, something I identify a lot of the times, people come and say like, oh, I want to do this oracle and use average for it. But average is not really a good mechanism to aggregate data, because if you're thinking, you might have like some outliers, and when you're doing average, the result won't be good, will be skewed. So instead, what you want to use is you want to use median, and this is something we're very well known for anyone that works with oracles. They will like tell you straight away, don't use average, go for median. But when you're not working in oracles and you're just like a builder that is exploring tech and you don't have these insights, you might feel like, okay, this using average might be good, might make sense. You don't have like this overview. But just by having this simple conversation coming to the booth, you might get this huge unblock that could save your project. So yeah, it's very important to go speak with the people at the booth. They get to know you. They can give you tips both for the hackathon itself, but also post-hackathon. When it comes to the perfect team on hackathons, I don't think there is one size fits all. It really depends. I've seen solo hackers doing a great job. I've also seen larger teams. But probably I would say at least you need to make sure you cover two very important areas. The first one is the technical area that you can't really skip. And the second one, which is equally important, is the storytelling, the history and the explanation basically of, okay, why do we need this project? Why this product is important and how it will actually make people's lives better. So if you have these two covers, I think those are the most important. The rest, of course, are like nice additions to your team, but at least you need those two. I think probably one last tip when it comes to hackathon is to start early. And what I mean by that is even though you can't start writing the code before the start of the hackathon, you can explore what are the partners that will take part of the hackathons, what is their tech stack, and you can start preparing from that point of view. I think this will grant you a great head start when the hackathon actually starts.